Hello there, and welcome to episode 5 of our long play of Suikoden 1. I am your host, Woodhouse204, and I am joined once again by my good friend Austin. Say things,
Hello.
please. Hey.
I am saying things right now.
Excellent. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good.
Great.
How about you? What's going on?
I've had the day off, which for the first time since for about 6 weeks, I've had nothing to do. So I spent the entire day just editing and sat in front of this computer. And now I think I have Stockholm syndrome because I haven't gotten outside.
You need to go to work. Yeah.
I didn't go outside, and I wasn't doing things with my family because my daughter's gone back to school and my wife's at work.
Yeah.
So the house was really quiet. And for the first half of the day, that was
Yeah.
so good. And then for the second half of the day, I'm kind of bored now. I was I have all these things I can do, and all I wanted was to either go for a walk or go to the cinema because there are movies coming out that I would like to talk about. And you know, I ended up having paralysis of choice. I had choice paralysis, which
option paralysis. It's like a real thing.
It is.
I sit there and I'll be like, all right, well, there are a few things I want to do today, but I don't know which one. I'll think about it a little bit more, and then by the time I'm like, all right, I've made a decision. I don't have enough time.
Yeah.
And so I'm like, man,
the day's gone.
What a waste. Yeah.
Pretty much, yeah. I had a literal list of things that I could do today, and I didn't. I did one of them, which is put out the previous video for this. So hey, if you haven't seen that, go watch that.
Go check it out. It's good.
Otherwise, on that episode, spoilers, I guess, if you haven't seen that, we defeated a zombie dragon. We'd learned how to play dice with a strange man by the name of Tai Ho, and we took over a castle, and this castle is our castle now. It's Castle Grayskull.
There's no one here to tell us that Castle Grayskull is not named Castle Grayskull. So as far as I'm concerned, that makes it ours.
It does. So Leknat came and gifted us a stone tablet and a person, which I'm fairly sure is secondhand slavery in some ways. Which
not great.
Not cool.
But
no,
not so horrible that we won't accept it. Apparently,
I guess I don't know. It's one of the very few things we weren't given a choice about. But there we go. So we've this is our first day as owners of this castle, and Gremio has come to wake us up. So Austin, if you'd like to do us the honor, please.
Sure. It's not much of a place, but home is where the heart is. When you're ready, let's go to Master Matthew's place. We must consult him regarding his fellow LePont.
We lasted a whole 20 seconds there. Good job.
Master Matthew's place.
Yeah, at least you're not spinning like you were like I made you go the last episode. Master McDowell is thinking about Teo. I am?
I guess I am. Wow, I didn't know you were psychic, Cleo.
Yeah, that's interesting. I'm gonna say, by the way, of all the characters that we have, who are the main characters, I think Cleo's the least sort of
defined.
Yeah, and characteristics.
She's kind of a nothing. Yeah, I was getting that sense last session as well. It was like, well, at first we thought she might have been smart, but now it's kind of like, I think you just say stuff.
I know. I don't
like she was. It seems to me that she was a big victim of the translation in a lot of ways.
Yeah, that, and I don't like saying it, but she might just be a token girl.
Yeah, I think she's the girl, unfortunately.
Yeah, which is a shame. But hey, we've got other female characters like Camille who seem to be. They have an agenda.
She's got a little bit more to her. And then, it's 108 characters. They can't all be winners.
Yeah, I was just going to say that, yeah.
What do you want?
To see the stone tablet, I guess.
Oh, he's in charge of our tablet. Okay.
I guess so. There are a lot of them.
Yes, there are.
It's almost like this. Yes, we're going to leave the stone plate for now.
Leave from the stone plate.
So yeah, we haven't had a chance to really explore this area before, so
yeah, it's worth taking a look around.
It's going to take some exploring here. Good morning, Commander McDowell. Did you get a good night's sleep? Let's get right down to business. Lapant is in a township of Kuan. He is a man who honors friendship. If you tell him that you've come with my introduction, he's sure to join up with you. Okay then.
Hey McDowell, taking me along, of course, right?
Master McDowell, I'll come along too.
You don't have to anymore.
Yeah, I guess no. Who else will you take, Commander McDowell?
Okay, here we go.
And my options are to admit or eject.
Admit or eject. Well, yeah. I guess if they tell you that somebody has to come, they're probably essential.
Yeah, I guess so.
Oh, we got Yamku too, huh?
Huh? Yeah, he's just there, I guess. Although he's.
I'd be interested to bring on Yamku. I like him. Kind of like his vibe.
Have you noticed his level though? 9.
So one thing that I've noticed is that when characters are behind in this, they usually level up really quickly.
Yeah, so when we first had Camille, I think she was level 10 compared to everyone else at like 13 or 14, and she just leveled 4 levels all at once. So
yeah, it's a pretty good little design choice considering that they have so many characters and they all seem to join you weaker than what you are expected to be at the point that you pick them up.
So I know we were just talking about Camille and everything, but we've got 2 slots, and I wonder if we should pick the 2 newer characters.
The 2 new characters, yeah.
Yes.
Eventually we'll get the wheel. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, we totally could.
The 108-person wheel.
I mean, we totally... it would be some work, don't get me wrong, but we totally could do it. Jeez. Huh. And there's an area that's...
So, yeah, we're not allowed in there.
Yeah. So earlier on in the game, I don't think you were there for that. Luke used his teleportation magic to get us from one location to another. So I wonder if we get that back.
When do you plan on paying me what you owe?
He's just sat there in the cafe. Yeah. Never, by the looks of things. Wait, so we on the last episode we saw like a picture of this castle.
Yeah.
I don't remember that.
I don't remember a second tower.
No, did you?
I remember seeing the rock and then like little windows and stuff, little balconies perhaps.
Yeah.
That you could make out of it, but I do not remember a second stone-built tower.
No, neither do I. So that's odd.
Yeah.
I mean,
I wonder if they do like a Heroes of Might and Magic thing where they'll show you the updated, show you that picture of the updated castle with everything that you add onto it with each person that you recruit. That'd be kind of cool. Also, like huge pain in the butt for the artists, but
yeah. I'm wondering if this is maybe like a TARDIS castle, where it's obviously it's different on the inside.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we have full control of this, by the way. We didn't have that before. But I don't think there's anywhere for us to go. Kaku. Oh, this guy. I remember.
Yeah. Mr. Doorstop there.
Yeah. Hey, I wonder if she'll join our team. Who are you all? Liberation Army? Then you're fighting the Imperials. But no, I'm busy now. I'm looking for someone. Maybe you know him. His name is Jupo, and he's my uncle, and he's a trickster.
Yeah. Same sitch as before.
Yeah.
I still pretty strongly. I suspect that that cat is probably her uncle. That's my prediction.
I mean, you could be right. But I don't think so.
Okay. That's fair.
I'm just going to go around looking for people now. By the way, I don't know how well it's going to work for us, but
it's having 108 collectible characters is a pretty solid incentive to get the player to explore.
You know, you're not wrong. So I've been playing one of the games I've been playing this week is a game you know quite well. That is Phantasy Star 4.
Well-ish. Yeah.
And I've been playing. I'm probably maybe like 10 hours into it at this point, and I'm definitely at the point where, like, if you aren't a unique looking character model, I'm going to ignore you. Yeah, I'm just zipping through towns. I'm there to sleep, to buy weapons and armor, and talk to unique characters. Otherwise, you don't exist.
Yeah.
So, I mean, at least in this game, like, you're forced to actually. Well, you're not forced exactly, but you are
properly incentivized.
Yeah, to do it. So
yeah, that's one of the things I like about like the Shining games and stuff like that is that because you know that there are characters you can miss, and getting characters is one of the most rewarding parts of the gameplay loop, in my opinion.
Definitely.
It incentivizes you to like talk to every person and go into every house and just to make sure that you're not missing out on anything.
Yeah. No, I agree.
And as a result, a lot of people walk away from that game feeling like the world is a little more fleshed out than perhaps even the writers had intended it to be.
Well, yeah. So let me get through this, and I want to go back to that. So just a second.
You got it.
Listen to me, I just happen to be an inventor. After much hard work, I can... Alright, this is the same line he had before, so...
Yep.
Here we go. The inventor of the elevator could be ours. What? You? You're the leader of the Liberation Army? Of course I'll help you. A liberating invention needs a liberated world.
Okay.
Alright, I don't know how he's getting to our castle. Maybe he's a strong swimmer, perhaps?
Yeah, he's just going to take to steal our boat.
Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, there we go. We have our first comrade in arms.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so with regards to like discovering characters and things like that, we have a Discord where we talk about these kinds of things quite a lot. And one of the things that you suggested was like looking into why the first two Shining Force games did so well and the others did not.
Everything that came after, I would say, everything after Shining Force 3, basically. What is it about those that failed to capture the magic that the series kind of evoked? And hopefully in doing so, and in doing the research for that, I might find that perhaps I like some of these other Shining games, and if not for the same reason that I like Shining Forces 1 and 2, but maybe for completely different reasons. And so
when you suggested that, I definitely think it's a good idea. I'm wondering if that is one of the reasons why people don't take to those games as well, is the fact that there aren't as many like hidden aspects of those games.
Could be. I think for me there are a few things that really attract me to the Shining series in particular, and that would be like the art, the way that the world is constructed. You've got a lot of different fantasy races and stuff like that. Like, it just doesn't feel like Shining Force if all I'm seeing are elves and dwarves. I need centaurs. I need horsemen.
Yeah, no, I get that. I mean,
it just doesn't feel the same. Like, I've told this story before a few times, but I don't think I've told it here. So Shining Force was my introduction to fantasy as a genre. My older brother came one day. I was maybe 6 or 7, and so he was like 10 or 11, and he brought four video games. He brought Shining Force 1, Shining Force 2, Sword of Vermilion, and Crew Ball, which is the Motley Crue based pinball game. And he was like, "Here, you can have these games. They suck." And I was like, "Oh, okay.
Wow.
All right." Yeah. I was like, "Thanks."
Cast-offs. Yeah.
I was happy. I just got 4 video games for nothing. So I put in probably Shining Force 2 first and started playing around on his file, and it kind of like blew my mind. I was like, "Whoa, this is the first game I've ever played where I can move in 4 directions." And like I'm seeing the town and the desert and then the battle scenes and all of that like really did a good job of like sort of capturing my imagination and I was like, what? Why is that guy a horse? What? Like, why is he a part horse? I don't understand. This guy does magic. What? Why? This guy has a sword. What is this? And I ended up being very disappointed when I started broadening my fantasy horizons, because I was like, well, where are the centaurs? Like the centaurs, like everybody knows that fantasy is humans, elves, dwarves, and centaurs. Those are like the 4 primary races in fantasy.
Yeah.
and so like it kind of made me realize, I was like, oh, okay, I guess Shining Force is pretty different. It kind of stands out a little bit among its contemporaries.
It is one of the things that I like most about it.
Mm-hmm.
I not only, I mean, nostalgia plays a definite role.
Of course. I learned how to read on Shining Force. I'm like that. There's no way that I am able to assess Shining Force 1 or 2 objectively. I just can't do it. I try. I can acknowledge the faults in both, but not in neither case are those faults. Those faults don't hurt me as bad as I think that they might hurt somebody who's coming into the game fresh. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that was one of the things that stopped me from playing Phantasy Star 4. Like, I never actually played it. It wasn't one of the. Oh, hello.
Oh, hey.
It wasn't one of the things that, you know, one of the games that I played when it was fresh and new and spiffy, you know. And as such, like, I didn't have any experience with it. That is a good character model. Wow. Yeah.
Yeah, she's cool.
Who are you?
Yeah.
The Liberation Army, eh? That's not much of an introduction.
Recruitment is very easy. Welcome to the club.
Oh. Gee.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. Forget it. I don't hang around with weaklings.
Oh.
Wow. We got shot down there. Look at
wow. That. Oh, hey, it's you.
Did you do his voice or did I last time?
I think you had him.
Okay.
I was the other creepy guy, the one up in the mountain.
Yeah, the creepy quota is definitely high in this game.
Yeah.
Going to Lepant's mansion? Forget it. You're wasting your time. I won't stop you from going, of course, so go ahead. I have a better idea, though. What is the better idea? Oh.
Well, we'll find out eventually.
I guess so. Okay. But yeah, Phantasy Star 4. I'm surprised how much I've enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's a good game.
Yeah. So one of the things that definitely got my interest was the cutscenes, because the cutscenes are like full.
They look like manga panels, kind of.
Yeah, it's the old style of manga, which you would expect from that era. But
oh,
would you like?
Yeah, no, I got Giovanni here.
All right then.
I'm sorry, but my Master Lepant is very busy and cannot see you.
Oh,
when will he be free? I don't know. Tomorrow, perhaps, or the day after, or in a month, or even a year.
Has he got like a giant light thing on his nose, by the way?
So I see he has like a small nose, and his lip comes out, and then he's just got this huge overbite. That's kind of the way I'm looking at it. I think the thing on his nose is, I think it's the background of his portrait.
Really? Huh. I'm just thinking like it's a wart or something, but hey, whatever.
Oh.
Well, we're not getting in that way.
Yeah, I guess we'll have to just jump in from behind.
Don't go in there! The commander will be furious! Hello.
Okay.
Oh yes, we do have things to replace, actually.
I see you're really making the most out of the space that you've been given for this store.
Yes. Alright. Appraising? Okay, good. Oh, it's a hex doll. Interesting. Okay. Yeah, so I have been enjoying Phantasy Star 4. Like I said, I'm about 10 hours in, and I feel like it... So for my expert knowledge, I can tell that I'm about halfway through the game. And you know, that could be true, it might not be, but it feels like it is.
Yeah.
We've got to a point where, like, you know, some characters have died, some characters have, you know, returned to their, like, places of origin, and can we solve the things?
You've gone through a decent number of little of the characters' arcs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Pretty soon it'll be wrap up time. Once you finish everybody's arcs, you have the beginning of Act 3 and all of the everything goes to chaos.
Sorry, I'm just wondering if these antiques are actually, like, do I do anything with them, or they're just there to be sold?
I think a lot of them are to be sold, but that wouldn't. I don't know, that for some reason that doesn't make sense to me, because like the enemies are not ungenerous with money in this.
Well, yeah, I mean, we're not short on cash yet for any.
Right.
Let's take a quick guide on Google here. Suikoden 1. What do I do with antiques? So they're decorative items.
They're decorative.
Yes.
Cool.
Okay, we'll keep them, I guess.
Yeah. Keep them and deck out the bath.
Yeah, I guess so. Okay. Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm enjoying it. I wonder if we're in a situation where we have to try to leave or something.
Maybe.
Wait, what did Kryn say? Did Kryn say we had to, like,
Kryn said he had, like, some kind of idea or something. He said that we would have we would have trouble getting in. You guys would never get in, even if you spent years in front of his house.
I have a much better plan.
Oh, okay. Now
this is
he
new
wants
dialogue. Okay.
Yeah.
I have a much better plan. Care to hear me out? You'll get to meet LePont. I mean, it should...
can both be true? We should hear him out at least.
Yeah. Good. But this is not the place. Let's go to the inn. I thought this was the inn.
This is not the inn? Oh.
Translation! Hello.
Let's hear what you have to say.
Don't rush me now. Do you know why LePont won't see anyone?
Why?
He doesn't want to get involved with guys like you who defy the Empire. That's why he refuses visitors. But why? That's not like what Matthew told us about him. I don't know anything about that. Anyway, let's get down to details. LePont treasures two things above all else. One is his wife Eileen. The other is the great sword Kerinji.
So
if you steal Kerinji, LePont will most certainly come after you. Then, after you face him, you can talk to him or blackmail him or whatever you like. Understand?
See. So, how do we steal Kerinji?
Just leave that to me. Wait here a while, then come on over to LePont's house. I'll see you later.
Are we pretending to be thieves now? How pathetic! Who's pretending? We are thieves.
Victor being naturally pragmatic there. Just like, yeah, this is what we gotta do to get this stuff done. It's about time we got going. Oh.
So our issue, just so that I understand the scenario that is happening right now.
Yeah.
Our issue is that we can't get into LePonte's mansion.
Correct.
So we go into LePonte's mansion, steal his sword, take it somewhere else so that LePonte will come chase us, rather than just breaking into his mansion and talking to him.
Yeah, I'm not sure on the logistics of that. I'm guessing Kryn has a way in that we don't. Like,
you know what? That's fair.
And he goes in, does what he needs to do, and then
he exits, or we just go meet him in the mansion like he asked us to.
I wonder if this is like one of the situation like with the tea guy where we have to play it cool or play it a particular way, and Kryn will join us. Here you are. Wait just a moment.
Kryn is kind of an interesting character because I wouldn't look at him and assume that he is a special character. Like he looks very, his like map icon looks very plain, and so I could very easily see myself missing him for a very long time.
Yeah. There. Now you can go in.
Aren't you coming?
My job is done. Now it's your turn. I'll be waiting here.
My job is rope.
Oh, look. A ladder. Oh. It's convenient.
I think old houses used to have that sort of thing.
Oh, I remember this. Wow.
I like this.
I remember this. I'm not sure if we can fall. I'm not going to take the chance, though.
Yeah, we should probably not.
Oh,
at least not before we got shoulder pads that he's storing on the support beam of his house.
Yeah. I think Gremio would look great in shoulder pads.
Of course, I wouldn't know if he can equip them based off of shoulder pads and his class, or whatever that might be.
It really does my head in this, to be honest. It's just...
Yeah. This is probably, like, among all of the things that are very, like, player-friendly in this, like, this was intentionally designed to be a pretty easy game. But this is the one thing that is just absolutely not player-friendly at all.
No, it isn't. It's a female item, I'm guessing?
That must be it.
Okay. I'm guessing we couldn't fall, because... that was way too short a sequence.
Oh!
Slot Man!
Oh.
I thought it was a mimic at first, but hey, Slot Man.
No, this is Slot Man.
he's
just hanging out in Pot's mansion.
He's preying on your weaknesses. He's just there in the corner going, "Play me! Play me!"
Do you want to play Shining Force Mobile?
God. You know, I mean, you're part of more communities than I am. The whole, like... Oh, that's cool. I like that a lot.
Yeah, that's a fun mechanic.
The whole, like, Shining Force community, like, is kind of against the
I've seen it mixed. I've seen it mixed. Like, obviously the people who feel the strongest about it are going to be the loudest. And have, like, the strongest opinions that will stick in your brain better when you're analyzing them. But I think most people are tentatively excited. That's where I think most people are. And
I'm just excited. I mean, I've said this before. I think that, you know, them doing anything at all is good.
I'm just happy to see that. And then I thought of something that I hadn't even considered before, which was he's dead. Which was the possibility of other types of like physical merch coming out for Shining Force to support the mobile game.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I'm
all for that.
Yeah, like hell yeah, sounds great. Well,
okay. Big old Instagram.
Maybe check the pots.
Excuse me, sorry. Chest inspection.
I'm just not even gonna talk to you.
Chest inspection here. See you later.
All right, see you later, buddy.
We have to talk to this guy.
Yeah. Oh, hi there. Me? As you can see, I'm just a warehouse guard.
And a character in Soul Edge, I think.
Yeah. Are you people from the Liberation Army? Huh, I see. Mind if I ask you something? Is the Liberation Army's vault big?
It's an odd question, but okay.
It's just I'm hanging out in this really small vault, and I want to expand my horizons. What? You don't have one yet? But you do. But do you plan to build a big one? Oh, I see. Cool. Yeah. Hey, Master McDowell. I was hoping to join the Liberation Army for quite some time. Please let me join.
Sure.
Thank you so much. Let's go and build a big one.
Oh my god. His motivation is literally like masonry.
I just want to build big thing.
Yeah.
Oh, I love this guy.
Okay, I'll just leave my post, I guess.
Yeah.
I'm
a military man now. Oh. Are these like clockwork robots?
I don't know. I wonder if we're in the situation where, like, if they don't see me, they won't attack. Yeah.
Yeah. We're oh, okay.
Oh, it's a puzzle.
Okay, interesting.
Okay.
It's like we're in a no.
But we're still gonna have fights. Okay, sure.
We're in a Pokemon avoid the line of sight of the trainer situation.
Pretty much, yeah. Did you notice that Cleo got a new spell, by the way, Dancing Flames?
Yeah.
So as lack of interesting things about her character per se, she is at least
seems to be a pretty good unit. Yeah. Oh, uh-oh.
Yeah.
Wow, McDowell took nothing.
Yeah, he countered, didn't he? He sort of like riposted.
Oh, I thought it looked like he took like 6 damage. Oh, but he did not even take that, so yeah, I guess he riposted.
Yeah.
Did it parry?
Let's see what this does.
Yeah.
So I'm getting the impression that I don't know if you noticed, Luke only has like 60 health, so he has very little health going.
I think he's gonna be our ooh. Oh, Yam Ku. Ouch. Okay, that one hurt.
Yeah.
Maybe we keep Luke on healing duty.
I'm thinking that. I'm just gonna keep doing this. You know what? No, I'm not, because Victor's the only one dealing real damage here.
He's the only one doing real damage, so he should attack as much as he can.
Yeah. Wait, I can't even use items with him. What?
Maybe he doesn't have any at the moment?
None of you did anything to prevent this?
There's nothing we could do. We were totally unprepared for this.
Ah! Don't give me unprepared. Come on.
That'll be what it is. Yeah. After this fight, I'll change it over.
We'll swap around some inventory. Yeah. There we go.
Crit for 3. Okay.
Get him, Gremio.
Yeah. Good job, mate. Yeah, okay. Luke needs to be more useful than this. I seem to remember that, like, casting abilities become really important later on in the game. It's just the fact that the only spells he has, I think he has, his level 2 spell is an attacking spell, but he only has 2 casts of it. And I don't want to use them.
So does he, could we, like, slap a rune on him or something?
Well, he already has one.
Oh, okay, I see.
But at the level he's at, he doesn't have that many casts. And he also has very little health, so you don't want him at the front line. So
I wonder if he's like a Magikarp, where like he starts out terrible, but he'll end up being like one of the best units.
I think that's how it's gonna go. Yeah, I wouldn't have made the Magikarp connection there, but yes, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he jumped up
14! Yeah, there we go.
There we go.
Yeah, that'll help him a bit.
Alright, so let's give let's take some of these medicines and hand it over to Luke, who has nothing. So there we go.
Yeah.
Hand over. Yep. Yeah. Oh, I put in the last video. I had antitoxin to get rid of the poison status and never used it, which was a mistake.
I mean, it didn't end up affecting things terribly bad in the long run. We still made it through the place. Ooh, yeah. So, yeah.
Oh,
wait.
Do that. Can't do that. Also, I need to heal McDowell as well. That.
Okay.
Everyone else.
Maybe everyone. Yeah. So yeah, that's what you want to do, and then you turn, and yeah, there you go.
Oh, I thought I'd messed it up there, but it's just Slot Man.
He's back. Are you sure you don't want to try for another 5-star?
So, in English adverts, it's guaranteed that you get at least one advert for gambling, online or otherwise. Is that how it is in America as well?
Probably. I'm not sure. I don't do a whole lot of online gambling of any kind.
Neither do
closest...
I. It's just the adverts on TV is what I'm talking about. Like we get them all the time on our TV. It's crazy.
I think I've been seeing them a little bit more lately, and so I'm wondering if... But also, I think gambling's just flat out illegal in my state, unless it's the lottery. But it's kind of different depending on which state you're in, so... We only like gambling in Texas if it's funding our education.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Okay then. Oh, hello.
Ooh, uh-oh.
You know what? We're gonna use that on
we
one
should
of these
get
guys.
rid of some of these guys.
Yeah. No, Victor, we need you actually doing things. You know what? We're gonna use Firestorm here.
Yeah.
It doesn't do amazing damage against these guys,
but it hits everybody, and that's what's important.
So the
Wind of Sleep is probably going to be pretty helpful too if it affects robots.
Let's find out. Let's find out. Did I ask you what you've been playing? I forgot.
No, but I have been. I've been kind of torn. Ooh, there we go.
Did that work, though?
I don't know. It's hard to tell. But yeah. Oh, that was that's not too bad. I started picking up the Witcher 3 again.
That's right, you did mention that, yeah.
Yeah, I picked up The Witcher 3 again. I always end up dropping it. Like, it's one of those games that it's like, I can tell that I like this game, but it's taking so long for things to happen that I end up, like, getting focused on something else, and then that sort of eats up my time. And then I experience the agony of seeing a little quest man on the world map and traveling all the way to him just for Geralt to be like, "Hey, do you want to play Gwent?" And
are you not a fan of Gwent?
No, I don't like card games.
Okay.
I'm just not a collectible card game type person, and so
I find that funny that you're not. You are a character collector style of person.
I know. Well, it's
but
weird.
Cards, no.
Yeah, I'm like I'm very much a collector type person. If there's something that I want all of, then I'm going to get all of them. But I feel like I've seen through the Matrix at card games specifically. That's the only thing that won't get me, and I'm just like, I just don't want to spend all that money on cardboard.
I mean, that's fair. That's totally fair.
Even when there's a game attached to it, even if I happen to like that game, I'm just like, no, I don't cards. I don't like it.
So, do you remember the thing that I suggested to you that you do in Witcher 3?
What was that? It was
turn the difficulty of combat all the way down to easy.
All the way down. Yeah.
Because I'm a firm believer that like the Witcher 3 combat is subpar or average.
Yeah, it's
average.
It is
the thing that you
okay.
Want. The thing that you want is the storytelling and the world. You don't want the like having to meditate like for 20 odd hours, like just making
every
sure
time
that
I get into a combat.
Thing.
Ooh, yikes.
Okay, we can sort that out. Premier's gonna.
I think the most appealing thing to me, and it's part of it is because I always knew that I would come back to it and actually play it, is. And that's why I haven't just looked online at all of the monsters, but all of the monsters, seeing the next monster is kind of the thing that sort of inspires me to want to keep playing. And so, because I think that their monster designs are really, really cool.
They are,
And so that's kind of one of the big things that I'm using to feel a little more connected to the world and stuff like that.
Yeah, I do wonder what the books are like, because I haven't read any of them. I haven't really felt compelled to do so.
I have one of them around here somewhere. I think I have the first one, and I've read a little bit of it, and it seems okay. But I haven't picked it up since that first couple of chapters, maybe. Again, it's just hard to get me to read a book at all unless I already know that I'm gonna love it.
So I was gonna make a confession, not dissimilar to yours. I think a piece of fiction I have not read. I have not read any fiction for maybe since my daughter was born, nearly 11 years ago.
Yeah.
I just don't have the time. I mean, I will read manga because they're quick. It's much quicker to read manga. I don't even watch anime that much these days because it's easier to consume the manga that goes along with it, and usually there's more story involved.
There's more. There's more to it.
Yeah,
and you don't have to sit there and complain about how they messed up this arc in the anime, My Hero Academia,
Yeah, I mean, I haven't watched any My Hero Academia since I think I watched the first season, and that is all I've watched.
Yeah, probably for the best.
I feel like these guys are harder than the XP that I'm getting out of them.
Yeah, I think so. Maybe bribe them? I don't know.
That is an option to us.
Yeah. It's not like we're short on cash.
No. Let's see what the shredding does. So it's the spell that Luke does. It might be worth using. I don't know.
Ooh!
Okay, it's strong.
Alright, Luke.
Yeah, unfortunately he can only use that twice.
Ooh.
We're
Victor holding on by a thread.
Yeah, we're kind of getting creamed here. Because I mean, there's only Victor doing decent damage out of everybody, which really
so I wonder. I noticed in Suikoden 3 that rather than buying new weapons for each character, you would go to the blacksmith and have them sharpen, and that's just like a permanent attack buff to your character. Is that how it works in this one?
It is, yeah, and I wonder if we made a mistake by not doing that. So,
yeah, perhaps we should. I think we've gotten to the point now where it would probably be wise to start hitting up the blacksmith.
Yeah.
Because I was like, the blacksmith in Suikoden 3 didn't stop me from continuing to just buff up the same character. The only wall was if I had enough money, and so I was like, oh, okay.
That would make sense as to why we have so much money, because we haven't been doing that.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, sorry for people watching. I know this is like kind of excruciating at the moment, but we will sort that out, and things should be a lot better once we do. So
yeah. But yeah, I was I watched a little retrospective review of the Suikoden series.
Oh yeah.
And got to see like a lot of the ideas behind the people who worked on this and like what they were trying to do. And when the guy pitched Suikoden to the executives at Konami, he wanted a game that was like, it had a lot of characters like his favorite manga did, where it was like made up of a bunch of a lot of fairly fleshed out side characters.
Yeah.
I think Captain Tsubasa, the soccer one,
yeah,
was his like primary inspiration. But he didn't think that the bigwigs at Konami, who were all a bunch of older dudes, would get the reference. And so when he pitched Suikoden based off of the old Chinese poem, and they loved it. They loved the idea. They're like, "Oh, so you're gonna make a game with 108 characters? Great!" And he's like, "Well, I didn't say 100. Okay, all right. I guess that's what I'm doing now."
Yeah, yeah.
And
to be fair, like any guy going in there and getting anything green, like you kind of like, great. Okay,
he's like,
I'll do whatever.
Right, I guess that's what I'm doing.
Yeah,
and
that's great. Would it sound weird if I told you that I've actually watched some of the old Chinese water margin?
So
there's a TV series of it.
Cool. Yeah, I'm not super familiar with that one. The Chinese mythology tale that I'm most familiar with would be Romance of the Three Kingdoms.
Yeah.
And so, but I'm less familiar. I'm familiar with the concept of the original like Suikoden story, where it's like 108 bandits all band together to revolt against their oppressive government or something like that.
That's pretty much it,
yeah.
I don't remember much of it because it was a long time ago, but
sure.
Yeah, I definitely watched that. I think it's one of those things where my dad liked it, and since there was one TV in the house, we got some.
Yeah.
There was one TV in the house, so whatever he wanted to watch is what we watched.
Yeah, what you were watching.
Yeah, so.
That's cool. We don't get a whole lot of like. It's one of the things about being America, is that we don't get a lot of like foreign TV shows and stuff like that. You have to kind of seek them out on your own if you're interested. And so,
don't you guys have a BBC channel though?
We probably do at this point.
I'm sure you do.
I think we do.
I feel like that is the thing.
And where we can like watch the British version of Kitchen Nightmares on loop for I
don't even know what that is, but yeah, okay.
Kitchen Nightmares with Gordon Ramsay? Really?
Oh, right. I don't like Gordon Ramsay.
Oh, so I see. I've watched like so many episodes of Kitchen Nightmares. It's not even funny. Like the American version and the British version. Oh, all right, you were. All right.
It's Tetsuo from Akira wearing a hat. God,
you want
scared me.
Yeah.
Who are you, fellow thieves? How do you do?
Who are you?
Me? I'm Jupo, the trickster. Who are you? Trickster? Did you make this contraption?
Contraption?
Yeah, I'm wondering that too. That's right. Do you like it?
You must be kidding. Hey, you! Turn off that infernal contraction! Turn that infernal contraction off right now!
That may be difficult, since it doesn't actually make sense. The dolls I can shut off, but the big one, impossible.
Oh, he made the robots.
He made the robots. So enjoy it, soldiers of the Liberation Army. We didn't introduce yourselves, but hey, I know who you are.
Yeah?
See you later. Boss fight?
I guess so. Yeah,
Boss
it feels
fight?
like that's coming up.
Yeah.
Should probably be at full health. Poor Yamku has been utterly useless.
He really has. I get the feeling that there are a number of characters who are like that in this game.
They're just gonna be really low tier.
Oh
boy.
Oh, this is the thing. Yeah, so let me finish my point. I remember playing this game and getting to right at the end of the game and not wanting it to end because I was enjoying it and enjoying like seeing all the combination attacks that you can get with all the characters. So what I did was I went into the Emperor's Palace, or whatever the guy's name is, whoever's in charge, and leveling everybody up to 99 or 100 or whatever it was. I did it with pretty much everybody until I got bored. And I mean, this was back in the day when I had no money, so I just like this.
Right,
was my one game.
No money and a ton of time.
Yeah, this is my one game. I was gonna bleed it dry, and that's what I did.
Yeah.
But hey, let's see what this is all about.
I see a -10 XP modifier. Oh, okay, this is gonna be fun.
Okay.
Monster fight? Yeah.
Hi.
Hello. All right.
So we just have to do that until we get the other
side. Until we land on the... Yeah. That's fun.
Okay.
That's a fun little dungeon concept.
It would be, except that we're running out of medicines.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which, granted, my fault for not buying extras, but still not ideal when we're in this situation and people are, you know what?
I wonder if there's better armor. Failed to make a deal. I wonder if there's better armor by this point in the game too.
I did
just
go to the
available
armor
in stores. Yeah, you did. It still feels like we're taking a beating though.
It really does. I don't know. Yeah, we should have just...
Yeah, you just have to go for it.
Using Yamku and Luke at this point feels like maybe I was overconfident. My hubris is costing us here.
Well, I like having Yamku. I like his vibe. Yeah. Even though he is useless.
He really is at this point.
Maybe he's the one we should invest in a few people's attack at this point. Yeah. Probably like McDole, Gremio, and like maybe Yamku. Actually, the game seems pretty insistent on us taking Gremio, Victor, and Cleo, so
maybe them.
They would probably be the best investments. At least at this point in the game.
Yeah.
I imagine at some point it'll change later on, but
right now, that does make a whole lot of sense.
Yeah. Slap.
Cleo doing 2 on every attack.
Yeah. Her magic does good damage, though, right?
It does, but I want to save it for, like, you know...
Save it for the boss, yeah. Yeah.
We actually didn't get attacked that turn. I don't think anyone took damage.
That's good.
Speaking of Yupo being Tetsuo from Akira, I rewatched that movie not that long ago.
It's a beautiful movie.
Yeah, oh my god, just like the number of scenes that you... Because everything in that movie is like hand-drawn. There's
100%.
Well, apart from the very obvious bit where, like, you know, the guy, the engineer guy is looking at, like, a readout the power that's going on, and that obviously is, made on a computer. But I think that's it. There's a scene where there's like these enormous cables are shooting out of this thing.
Yeah.
And they're rotoscoped, I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure if you're familiar with the technique. It's basically just
where it's almost like tracing, but not quite.
They'll be tracing something real. So that's probably the technique they used for that. But apart from that, like, there are scenes where Tetsuo goes to like this medical facility and he's getting like looked at, and there's like a position shift of his character on this bed, and it's all hand drawn. It's amazing the level of detail that's in there.
Yeah, there was another more recent, like 100% hand drawn. Every frame in the movie took 7 years to produce. It was called a Red Line. It's kind of a racing movie.
Yes, I have heard of it. I've not seen it, so
it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. It's, of course, visually it is stunning, but
that's what I've heard. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a save state here, just in case like things get real dicey.
Real bad. Yeah.
Because I wonder if this is set, or if we can go on.
Okay.
Heal.
Question mark. Dragon seal incense. Okay.
I don't know what that is. Can we look at it?
Yeah, you could look at it all you want. Maybe is it a part? Oh, there it is.
Because all personnel HP slightly. Okay, I will definitely take that at this point. What else can we get? Please,
slightly is all the HP we have.
Okay. That's not a boss fight or a monster fight. I'm happy with this. So some people might like chastise me a little bit for this, but I'm gonna save state again.
We're just gonna
We'll play the system a little bit.
Yeah.
Because we're not in a great spot right now.
I'm wondering.
Sure. That's not that many.
10 is such a it's such a small amount.
Number. Yeah. Come on, go.
Okay, all right. Well, sure.
Depends if it's good or bad. Like I always consider
that's true. Fortune rune? Oh, a fortune rune piece.
Sure.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. I can totally see myself like editing this video and just cutting a whole bunch of this.
Yeah.
It's just there's not much going on.
Especially the parts where anybody sees you do a save state.
I haven't done a save state. How dare you accuse me of that?
Yeah. Wow, landing on the mystery box a whole lot.
Yeah, I'm glad we're not getting another fortune piece. Okay.
Okay, well, soon we'll have a whole fortune rune's worth of pieces.
No.
All right.
There's only 4 of them. That we might be okay. I suppose it is XP, but it's just these guys are
the fights
annoying.
are kind of a slog.
I mean, we're doing slightly more damage to them, but it is slight.
Yeah, it's too slight for how much damage we are receiving.
Yeah. Oh, hey, do you have Disney Plus?
I did for a time. My girlfriend bought it for me for a little while so that I could catch up on Star Wars and like watch The Mandalorian and stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then I mostly wanted to watch the last season of Clone Wars. But I think it ran out.
You think it ran out?
Yeah.
So you're obviously watching it every day.
Yeah, she said that she stopped paying for it, so I believe her when she says that.
That's fair.
Because I was like, hey, we should watch Loki, and she was like,
you should. You should.
Because she was back in the day, she was like a huge Tom Hiddleston fan, And she was like, I am worried that if I watch that show, it will trigger the darkness in me yet again.
He's a very attractive man. I can totally see why women.
He's beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah. But she was just like, no, I don't think I'm emotionally prepared to risk falling back in the Hiddleston hole.
What is she afraid of? Like, just finding out on, like, you know, forums where he is and just seeking him out or something? Like,
she when we first met, that was like what she was into.
Really? Wow. Okay.
Yeah, she was a big fan.
Super fan.
Yeah.
Wait, did he just do 36 damage?
Yeah, he sure did.
I mean, I know it was a crit, but still.
Yeah, it feels inconsistent.
Yes. I think that's the nail on the head there. Inconsistent is the word.
There we go.
That wasn't too bad. But
yeah,
the XP we're getting is nothing.
Yeah, that's nothing. Jeez, so we would have to do that fight 10 times to level up at this point.
Yeah, it's not worth getting into monster fights. We should just game the system until we get through, please.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, we got that 10 experience points back.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, you should totally watch...
We're back to a net zero.
If you get the opportunity to do so, you should watch Loki. It's a very good series.
I've heard it's pretty good. Yeah.
But yeah, the thing I wanted to talk about was, have you ever seen the movie Up?
Yeah. Yeah.
And you know Ed Asner plays Carl, the main character. Right?
I sure do. I love Ed Asner.
Yeah, he obviously, you know, died this week. He actually...
Oh, did he? Oh, no! Oh,
did you not know that?
No, I didn't. Oh,
yeah,
that sucks.
Yeah, he died this week. He was 91.
Yeah, I knew he was pretty up there. So,
yeah.
But I always knew him. My favorite role of his was Officer Mike Cosgrove in Freakazoid.
Yeah, Freakazoid. That was a great show.
Yeah, it was really funny. Just cut it out.
It's a sequence.
Wow, yeah, I didn't know that. But yeah.
We can't get out of fights, by the way. It's a sequence. We got no choice.
Yeah, I thought so.
But yeah, he died, and they released a series of shorts for Up called Doug Days. You know, Doug the dog. He goes,
the dog, yeah.
And it was there was 5 of them. They were all based on like the dog. He was voiced by Bob Peterson, who's also the voice of Roz from Monsters Inc. Do you remember Roz? I was watching you, Wazowski.
Oh yeah.
Her. But yeah, he was in those. Ed Asner was in those, voicing Carl again. But like knowing that they came out like was it yesterday or a couple of days ago, and just
bummer.
Like the last one, I actually I teared up because it was just so much like because like my favorite role of his is I forget what the character name is, but he plays the one of the Gargoyles.
Oh yes, he was. I think he's Hudson. Yeah, in Gargoyles.
And I love that show. I would love
such a cool show.
I would love for them to remake that, or even continue it on. Anything like it's the same feeling I have for Shining Force. Do something with it. Just anything. I recall hearing that Jordan Peele was actually interested in doing something with Gargoyles. And Jordan Peele he's been doing a lot of horror stuff lately. But he's an American comedian who has recently started doing a bunch of horror movies. He did like Get Out and Us. Oh wow, okay.
And a bunch of stuff
I've heard
like
of
that.
One. I mean, I don't follow horror, but I've definitely heard of Get Out because.
And then he's doing the new Candyman movie that's coming out here pretty soon. Yeah. And so he's pretty interested in doing some stuff with Gargoyles, and I would be really interested to see what that looks like.
Me too. Like I said, anything that they did with that, I am fully behind.
Mm-hmm.
Good, bad, like anything, please, to just get the interest up, because
just do something.
There's a fan base there. There's a fan base that wants to see it.
And it feels like one of those things that was a little too ahead of its time for its time, but it would be more successful if done now, because that was weird.
He did only 18 on that one, but did 35 on the last crit that he had. But yeah, do you know the story?
I jumped forward, took damage, jumped back, and died.
Yeah, that does happen. Yeah. Do you know the story of Gargoyles, by the way?
Yeah, they were like betrayed by the Scots, and
no. I mean how it got made, how the series got made.
No.
So it's actually really cool. Like, so you know about Batman the Animated Series, right?
Of course.
Of course. So the first season of that was so successful that Disney poached the writers from Batman the Animated Series and said, we can't let you make as violent a show as that, but we want you to make something that we can do like that. And that's what they did. They wrote Gargoyles, and that's how it happened.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
that makes a lot of sense. Like connecting the dots. There, I'm like, oh, okay, you know what? Yeah. That feels right.
And ever since
that's
then,
really cool.
by the way, ever since then, like whenever I hear Keith David's voice for any voice role.
Yeah.
You know what's great is your voice just like keeps breaking through the microphone.
Yeah. You know what I'm doing.
Yeah. So whenever I hear Keith David's voice, I'm like, it's Goliath.
It's Goliath.
And my wife, who has never seen Gargoyles, my daughter has not seen Gargoyles, is like, who? Who is that? I'm like, forget it. You know.
Yeah. Yeah, Keith David is probably like my favorite voice actor ever. He's got such a great voice.
Him and who's the voice of Lex Luthor in?
Clancy Brown.
Clancy Brown, I love his voice as well.
Yeah, he's got a great
fantastic
voice. Yeah, I kind of went through maybe about. Gosh, it was probably like 8-10 years ago now, and got really into like the DC animated universe. Watched them all again for the first time since I was like really young, and that stuff holds up. It's very good.
Yes,
just the whole thing, Justice League Unlimited. It's all really, really good stuff.
So one of the things that I'm kind of surprised that I never actually watched so I watched all of that apart from the Superman series.
The Superman series, same.
It just didn't either they didn't show it, like it either had like a really terrible slot on Cartoon Network, or it just like it didn't hold me at all. I don't know what the deal was with that.
It's probably I think it's pretty commonly the least favorite. I'm sure it's still good. But Superman, it just doesn't.
Yeah, as a character, it's just like
Superman is It's hard to see Superman a lot and still have the Superman effect. You know what I mean? As an audience member, your exposure to Superman should be limited but impactful.
Yes.
Which is why in every episode of Justice League, the very first thing the writers would try to figure out how to do is they're like, how are we taking Superman out of the equation? Yeah. How do we get rid of Superman?
So there's a particular scene that I always remember in that kind of epitomizes what has to go on with the writers with the Superman thing. Is that when he fights Darkseid, he has this speech about going like, I'm living in a glass box. I have to be careful who I fight and how I fight all the time in case I break them. But you're not like that. I can show my full power. and he fights exactly the same as he normally does.
And then just gets the slap down.
He fights exactly the same, except that like Darkseid doesn't hit back because he doesn't have chance to. It's exactly the same thing. For
like
me,
that aspect of Superman though is the thing that I find most compelling about him. Yeah. Like every time someone brings up, they're like, "Who would win, Goku or Superman?" I'm like, look, Goku has to focus really hard to power up. Superman has to focus really hard to not kill everything he touches.
Yeah.
It's not even a fight.
Yeah.
I don't care what level of Super Saiyan he goes. It's not even close.
Great. We're gonna get the one time that this
bring it. Oh, I'm so. We're going super viral.
We're going super viral on this one.
I'm hungry.
Yeah.
I'm hungry for hate mail. Just don't dislike the video.
Yes, please don't.
Don't do that.
To be honest, I'm thinking about the editing process with all of this going on. Like, we've been here for a while.
Yeah.
Like, I really should be ending the video now.
Yeah.
But we're just stuck here. Like, I don't know what we're supposed to do.
We're stuck here at the wheel. I wonder if there's a way to break the cycle. We should give it like 3 more rolls and then.
Oh, dude, I'm not.
Just pick it up. I'm not doing
it. Let's just leave the room and see if we can.
We leave. I wonder if we can leave. Can we leave the mansion?
We probably can.
Because I feel like it. Geez, yeah, it's on a cycle. Because I feel like it's. I wonder. Maybe we should try resetting the game. Oh wait, can we save here?
What, save in the game?
Yeah, in game.
No.
No. Okay, so we have to go. So, if we can leave the mansion, what I suggest we do is we do so, and then we go to the blacksmith. Get everything upgraded. Save and then come back, because I feel like if we were to upgrade our weapons, these robots would not be a problem at all. Like it'd be nothing.
I agree. Alright, let's go see the blacksmith.
I think the bath guy is also here, isn't he?
He is, now that you mention it, yes. Yes, Mass. Yes, you were right.
Are you a member of the Liberation Army? Our boss Mace used to say, "A sound body is the same as a sound mind. When the world is twisted, so are people's minds."
Why are you saying that like Goofy?
Very. When the world is twisted, please let me join the Liberation Army so I can help straighten out people's minds.
Yes.
I'm doing okay, Goofy.
Yeah, that's good. I enjoyed that.
Thank you very much. Let's be on our way to Grey School Castle.
Wait, okay.
I was about to say, oh man, we're gonna have to go back to the castle now.
No. So, we can
sharpen. Yeah, here we go.
Okay.
Okay, I think I see the problem with Gremio.
Yeah, he hasn't been updated at all.
Mm.
So, the thing I seem to remember is that these each of the blacksmiths that you meet will go to a certain level of upgrade path. You can only upgrade to a certain level, and then the blacksmith goes, "I'm not high enough level to do that for you."
Right.
Oh, Victor's level 3.
Okay.
Maybe that's why he's doing such.
That would explain a few things.
Yeah.
Cleo probably needs one.
Yep.
I'm surprised to see that Yamku is also level 3.
Really? Oh wow, he is as well. All right, well let's take these guys as far as they can go, and then we'll call it, because it's fast approaching like time.
I think McDowell should certainly be the one that we invest the most of our resources into being, because I imagine we're probably gonna have him for most of the game, if not all.
Now that you mention it, I do think there are certain parts where you're not McDowell.
Mm-hmm.
I could be very wrong on that, but hey,
so at level 3, Victor was had 14 damage, so there must be something more to Victor that is bumping him up, because Yamku, his is what? It was like.
Well, I'm wondering if that's just the weapon though. It's not his actual power level.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, and these upgrades are still relatively cheap, considering how much money we have.
I'm wondering the purpose of actually doing that for Luke, since he has to be on the front line to attack.
Yeah,
But I wonder if that affects his spells as well.
I don't think so, only because Cleo's spells are still really good, even though we haven't touched her weapon.
That is a very good point. Oh yeah, that's another thing, that the name.
Oh, the name increases. The name will level up as you upgrade it. That's pretty cool. Seigetsu Spear.
Screw it. I think they'll probably do is now.
Yeah, I bet we'll have a much easier time now. So I was like, man, we are doing nothing.
We were doing a whole lot of just talking, to be honest, which is fine. But for those who were here to watch us progress through the game, sorry, that's kind of how that went.
Sometimes it's a little slow, and it'll probably seem even faster than it actually was, since we were stuck at that wheel for a really long time.
Yeah, that's giving me.
I wonder if we should look up a walkthrough or something just to make sure that there's not something we need to do to
I will do that. I will
get past the wheel. Yeah.
But hey, as usual, that was a whole lot of fun. Might not have been the best one to have watched, but hey, I'll see what I can do in the editing to maybe speed that up a little bit. But yeah,
I had fun, and so it was a good time for me.
Yeah. So thanks everybody for watching, and we'll see you next time. Ciao.
Bye bye.
Oh yes. Bye.
Bye.